Hey everyone, welcome back to My Sister's TBR. It's our November wrap-up, and honestly, this month felt like it just flew by.
Way too quick, but we somehow squeezed in a little reading, so we're going to walk you through all of that today, the good, the meh, and the ones we will immediately be pushing onto each other.
You have no idea. And we've also got our featured read for November, which was Alchemised by SenLinYu, obviously. And we both had a lot of thoughts while reading this one, so we're excited to finally sit down and talk through it.
Yeah, this is one of those books where we kept saying, okay, just save it for the podcast. So today's finally the day.
I feel like we need this therapy session.
Long overdue.
So we will start with our regular wrap-up, I guess, and then get into Alchemized and just kind of chat our way through how November went for us as readers.
So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's get into it. Okay. How many books did you read this month?
I had a pretty slow November. I read 5 books.
Okay.
5 books.
That makes me feel good, honestly. When you, as soon as you say that you've had a slow month, I'm like, phew, okay.
That's fair.
That makes me feel good.
I had a killer October though. I wish we could go through like all of our books from the last couple months, because my October, I had, just one sec, let me just count these up.
Oh dear.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books in October.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, and also like our year wrap up.
Yeah. Our year wrap up will tackle some of those. Because there were some good books and audiobooks.
You know what's crazy? I started Alchemized in October. And I only just finished it like the other night.
Yep.
And this is why we are late.
You like flew through the first like half or whatever it was. You literally had to stop yourself from going on.
And I stopped too much for too long. But see, my thing in my brain, I, for some reason, thought that that Alchemized was also like 800 pages. Yeah. I know it looks like a Bible and she looks thick, but I never ever even bothered to check how many pages it was. So I was like, oh, I'm on page like 400. I'm halfway through. Like, that's fine. I can take a long break. No, you still had like 600 pages to read, and we know I'm not good with big books here.
No, that was like you had like 2 full books left of like what you would normally read, like a 300-page book.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
anyway,
man.
We're here. We got through it. We survived the soul-crushingness. Okay, let's get into it. What was your first read?
So my first read was actually the book club book for November. I was also late finishing that one, but to be fair, our book club meeting was late. It was like the first week of November. So, but yeah, the book club book was We Are All Guilty Here by Kaine Slaughter. What a freaking whirlwind. Like, Kaine Slaughter is really good at like the gritty mystery thrillers, and I feel like she has a lot of the same building blocks for her novels, but it still hits. Like,
Yeah. It's not always a bad thing to have the same type of consistent books, because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely like that about Freedom McFadden, because it's like,
Yeah.
I know what to expect, but it's also like, I know she's gonna throw in a really big plot twist here somewhere, so like I'm expecting that, and it's like my brain is trying to think like, okay, what is the most craziest way that this book
You're
can go,
trying
and
to
I still
outsmart
can
her.
never. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't.
No. Well, Karen Slaughter is a lot like that. She makes you suspect everybody. Everybody in the novel is a suspect.
Don't trust anyone.
Yeah, and I guess I should like read it. The description of it is not a very long description. It's a thriller mystery. Like I said, it was just published in August of this year, so it's still like a new-ish book. It was 439 pages, and it's the first in a new series by her. Welcome to North Falls, a small town where everyone knows everyone, or so they think. Until the night of the fireworks, when 2 teenage girls vanish and the town ignites. For Officer Emmy Clifton, it's personal. She turned away when her best friend's daughter needed help, and now she must bring her home. But as Emmy combs through the puzzle the girls left behind, she realizes she never really knew them. Nobody did. Every teenage girl has secrets, but who would kill for them? And what else is the town hiding? This was very, like, it was a dark novel. I mean, there were a lot of like triggers, so make sure you check those if you have triggers, because there's rape and there's like kid stuff. There's some doozies there. But it was a really, really good book. I rated it 4 stars. I don't really remember why I docked the star, because like I said, I did really enjoy it. No doubt there was a reason behind it. But I do remember thinking, like, even the narrator, like, I listened to the audiobook for this one, and oh my God, like, she was phenomenal. Like,
That makes such a big difference.
it does. It really does. There's nothing worse than somebody who's not a good narrator really takes you out of the story.
Yeah, I can see
But
that.
yeah, no, I highly recommend this for anybody that likes thrillers or mystery. Karen Slaughter, like, you can't go wrong with her.
Okay. I've never read any of her books, so maybe.
Yep, this one or Pretty Girls. Pretty Girls was the book club's first book, and it was a huge hit. Everybody loved it, like 5 stars across the board.
Okay,
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and then we frigged it all up by doing a Change of Heart by Jodi Picoult, and then nobody liked it. So we went from one extreme to the other in the first 2 months of the book club. Yeah.
Yep.
But
well,
I can't say nobody liked it. There were still people who liked it because it's Jodi Picoult. But, it wasn't well received as Pretty Girls. Anyways, what was your next book? Or your first book?
My first book of November was The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I feel like you've been telling me to read this for so long now. So long. So I picked this up, and this was my book that I read on my travels back up here, or up. Yeah, I read it between Gander or Deer Lake, Newfoundland, up to Edmonton. Devoured it. Devoured. Oh, I loved it so much. Okay. So it was 383 pages. Mystery thriller. Oh, right here. Mystery thriller. Yeah. At 17, Lenora Hope hung her sister with a rope. Now reduced to a schoolyard chant, the Hope family murders shocked the Maine coast one bloody night in 1929. While most people assume 17-year-old Lenora was responsible, the police were never able to prove it. Other than her denial after the killings, she has never spoken publicly about that night, nor has she set foot outside Hope's End, the cliffside mansion where the massacre occurred. Stabbed her father with a knife, took her mother's happy life. It's now 1983, and home health aide Kit McDeer arrives at a decaying Hope's end to care for Lenora after her previous nurse fled in the middle of the night. In her 70s and confined to a wheelchair, Lenora was rendered mute by a series of strokes and can only communicate with Kit by tapping out sentences on an old typewriter. One night, Lenora uses it to make a tantalizing offer. "I want to tell you everything." "It wasn't me," Lenora said, "but she's the only one not dead." As Kit helps Lenora write about the events leading to the Hope family massacre, it becomes clear there's more to the tale than people know. But when the new details about her predecessor's departure come to light, Kit starts to suspect Lenora might not be telling the complete truth, and that the seemingly harmless woman in her care could be far more dangerous than she first thought. Oh my God. So I think you said that you wanted me to like record my reaction to like the plot twist, but it was dark on the plane and I had some random lady sitting next to me and I was like, I don't want to do this right now because I would have had to turn on my like my flash on my phone. I was like, I'm not drawing this much attention to me right now, but my face, my jaw was on the floor. Oh my gosh. The whole book from start to end, I could not have imagined it turning out the way that it did. And especially when every so many chapters, it would show what Lenora was typing. And then when it finally switched and said like the different word name, I literally sat there. I was like, huh? What is going on? Like my mind was blown and I was in a friggin' airport full of people too for like half the things where I was like mind blown over. I was like, school your features.
Your face has subtitles right now. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
All of like the books that I've read by Riley Sager, literally everything that goes through my head is, man, Rebecca would love this. Rebecca would love this.
A lot of times where you're like, oh, read this. I'm like, oh yeah, I will. And I just kind of like, shove it off. But then when I finally read the books that you've been telling me for like a year to read, I'm like, why didn't you tell me sooner?
I have. But yeah,
I know.
It's like his stories are like onions. Like there's so many layers, and it's like you think you get
I can see that
to like the last layer, and it's just like no, like nope, there's a whole new onion inside.
There's another one.
Yep.
I don't know if I said already, but I rated it a 4. I think the only reason why I docked a star was like the ending was kind of I don't know. The ending was like to me, but it's still phenomenal enough that like I would even read it again.
I felt the ending felt a little like it was rushed. Like once everything hit the fan, it was just like dropped off and it was kind of like let's just end it like this. It's kind of the vibe I got. Yeah.
Yeah. I would have been completely okay with just leaving it with the house just crumbling off the cliff. Like the end.
I never thought about it until you mentioned it, so it was completely out of my mind.
Yeah.
I was just like, no, I love that book. I loved every part of it.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Oh, my next book was a not love.
Oh.
Did not like.
Oh no.
I rated it 2.5 just because I managed to get through it. This might be a little brutal, so I hope Jessica Peterson never comes across our podcast.
Here we go.
So I've been seeing this cowboy book floating around on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, and everybody was like, oh, if you like Lila Sage or if you like Elsie Silver, read this book, you'll love it. And I was just like, okay. Like
sign you up.
I'm feeling pretty deep in my cowboy era. So I was like, okay, I could do another cowboy book. So this is Cash by Jessica Peterson. It's number 1 in the Lucky River Ranch series. It's a romance, enemies to lovers, cowboy, obviously, and 423 pages.
Okay.
Forced proximity, small town romance. Like it has all of the yes, all of the checks.
Yep.
Okay. Even the description, like even when I read it, the description, it's just like check mark, check mark, check mark. The description. My dad and I have been estranged for years, but as his only living relative, it's no surprise I inherit his massive cattle ranch when he dies. Something that is a surprise, the stipulation in his will, which requires me to live on the ranch and actively manage it for a year before I can access my inheritance money. I haven't stepped foot in Hartsville, Texas, population 1,000, since my parents split when I was 6. Now, a city girl through and through, I never imagined having to move back to cowboy country. But I need the money to invest in my company, and a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. There's just one giant roadblock to my plan. The ranch's foreman, grumpy cowboy Cash Rivers. I don't care how good he looks in his Wranglers and chaps. He's rude, he's growly, and he wants me gone. I'd fire him in a heartbeat. I need this cowboy to teach me the ropes of running a ranch. We're enemies from the get-go, but turns out Cash is really good at this ranch thing. He's got strong hands, an intelligent mind, and let's just say everything really is bigger in Texas. Working alongside him leads to conversations beneath the stars, throw in some cheek-to-cheek dancing at the local dive bar, and it all feels so right that I start to fall in love with life on the ranch, and maybe with him too. But my stay in Hartsville is only temporary, and you know what they say about cowboys. They may break horses, but they also break hearts. If only Cash hadn't already lassoed mine. Lassoed?
Lassoed? Lassoed.
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 That
sounds ridiculous.
That sounds so good.
Right? Like, it had everything. Everything.
Yeah.
I just got some real big bad icks and cringy moments, and it was too much smut, I think. Like, I think that's really what it boils down to. It was too much, and it was cringy.
Oh, ugh.
Like it wasn't like tastefully done. It felt what? I was talking while you said that, and I missed it.
We both said the exact same thing.
What did we say?
You said it wasn't tastefully done. I said, oh, it wasn't tastefully done?
Right, so you get it.
Yeah.
Okay. It felt like she was just putting in the scenes just to get, like, the wow factor, right? Like, I did like how there were some parts where, you know, when the big thing happens in a book where, like, they're torn between the two different lives, like going back to the city or staying, you know, in the small town or whatever. And that's usually, like, the big fight, right? Like, that's what the breakup is, or, like, whatever. This one did it pretty well, I have to say. Like, I did like the emotional maturity that was around it. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
So that's, like, where the 2.5 stars come from. There were parts of it that I did feel was done well. Just, it wasn't enough that I would go read the second book.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Especially when
it is.
That sounds like it'd be such a good book, but then just flopped.
Yep. And it's like every time he says something to her, he calls her honey. The first little bit, I was like, that's pretty nice. Like,
kick my feet.
You know, like in his grumpy, gruffy, you know. No, not so much after you read it like 10 times on one page.
Oh, God.
Like, it was just excessive. And now I have an ick for honey.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Ruined.
It is.
Well, that's too bad.
Until another book brings it back to me.
Yeah. Yeah. You need a good redemption arc now.
Yes. What was your next?
So I tried. I have a DNF. So normally, like, there are times where I'll be like, I'm not feeling this, and I'll just stop reading it. So, like, I don't consider them a DNF because I'm like, you know what? As a mood reader, that's just, it's like, I consider it a pause. I've got a lot of pause. Like, that's fine. But this one, I had to truly stop reading it because I was like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
You're braced, ready.
I am braced. I can't actually get on the edge of my seat because it'll make too much noise in the mic. But mentally, I'm on the edge of my seat.
So, do you remember Lights Out by Nevessa Allen.
Yes, Nevessa Allen. Yep.
I loved that book. Josh,
Same.
I freaking loved him so much.
Didn't so much like the cat
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, no, that was weird.
But that's yeah.
That book was so good. Like, I did rate it only 3 out of 5, that one, but that's beside the point. But, like, loved it. I loved Josh and his, like, golden retriever-ness, and it was so good. I recommend that to so many people. So I went into book 2.
I haven't even ventured yet.
So book 2 is Caught Up. So it's like a Into Darkness series. It's not the same character, but it's like the cousin, like the guy that's
mafia.
Yeah, the guy that's in the mafia. It's him as the main male character and another girl in town. Okay, just another dark romance, mafia romance. Okay, description. I wanted this woman, and I was a man who always got what he wanted. Nico Jr. knows Lauren Marchetti is off limits. She is sweetness and laughter, whereas Junior exists in a world of violence and depravity. Men like him don't get to have women like her. It's why he pushed her away back in high school and kept his distance ever since. But when Junior looks Lauren up online, he discovers the shy, bookish girl he remembers is gone. In her place is a strikingly beautiful woman whose social media is filled with scantily clad pictures of herself and a connection to a nearby play club. Junior's innocent curiosity quickly turns into a dark obsession. Watching Lauren from a distance isn't enough. He needs to make her his. He's ruthless, a walking red flag. Good thing red is my favorite color. Lauren is intrigued by the mystery man who keeps showing up at her club, who tempts her white-hot desires. But as their flirty online messages stir up a deeper form of connection, Lauren worries she's developing real feelings for this brooding stranger. As their combined desire ratchets up to a breaking point, who will seduce who? Okay, I feel like I read enough into this to, like, warrant a DNF. Okay, like, I tried. So Lauren lives in her apartment with her 2 friends. Okay? Lauren has, like, an OnlyFans. They don't call it an OnlyFans, obviously, in the book, but she has an OnlyFans. And one of her best friends films her, and then the other one edits it. It was really cringy to me and very, I, like, got uncomfy, and, like, I can read some, like, dark stuff.
Yeah.
It was just really icky. It wasn't just like, oh, like, lingerie, like, it's fine. Like, it was, like, fully out there. Like, sure, okay, to each their own. But I just found it very weird how her friends, like, edited her videos. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't form, like, a connection with the main female character. That takes me out of books more often than, like, anything else. Is not being able to find some sort of connection or level ground with the main female character.
There's got to be some relation, like something you can think of.
Yeah. It's gotten a lot of low reviews on Goodreads.
Yeah.
And like somebody said, DNF, I don't need political nonsense in my mafia romance.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It was also very heavy on politics because her, like, during the day, she's, like, very into, like, promoting, like, women's rights and, like, sex work and, like, amazing. That's all great. But then, like, she'd go home and be like, okay, who's ready to film? Like, I'm ready to, like, I don't know. It was just icky to me.
Another one said here, if you're into social justice warriors, this is your book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, anyway, I just, like, you know what? Never mind. I loved book 1. We'll leave it with that.
Yeah, I'm going to take this off my TBR.
Yeah. It's just, I couldn't get into it. Couldn't get into it.
Too bad.
Yep. And I love when books do that, like book series, like when book 1 is with these 2 people and then book 2 is with, like, the other couple people who are somewhat related to it. It's like, I love getting all of these different perspectives in the world, but that was too much for me.
Yeah. To be honest, like, I was really surprised when I did find out that book 2 was going to be about Nico.
Yeah.
Because it just felt very...
It wasn't close enough.
He didn't give off main male character vibes.
Yep.
You know?
Agreed.
Like, a lot of books that you read that have the secondary characters that go on to have other books, you can see it. In the first book, you know, okay, that character is written, you know, like, there's enough depth there.
Yeah.
That's going to be a main character coming up,
It's
like, in one of the books.
It should be someone that we genuinely care about. I don't give a shit about Nico. Stay in the mafia.
No.
I think mainly what she did that for was a whole mafia type of thing. Like the mafia aspect of it. But
grown.
Yeah. So anyway.
It needs to be done right.
Yeah.
You know who can write a pretty good mafia romance? J.T. Geisinger.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just saying.
I need to read more of her books. Oh my god. My next up for sure.
They don't have like the same vibes as like Pen Pal or Midnight Valentine or Perfect Stranger.
That's okay though. Okay, what was your next read?
Okay, so since we got the announcement and all the information about the Deal show that's coming to Amazon,
The Deal
TV series. Yes. It's the L. Kennedy series.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh.
I was like, I think I need to read that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had it checked off that, like, I didn't have it read. It wasn't on my TBR, nothing. I was like, oh my God, like, I thought that I read this book.
Mm-hmm. I thought you did
why I was
too.
so excited about it. So that's why then I was thinking, well, I did read start a couple of her other series that are like hockey, romance, you know, college. So maybe I was just confused.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to have to reread this again because it's only saying that it's announced for definitely coming out in 2026, but no idea when. So if it's later in the month or in the year, I might have to reread it again.
Yeah.
So I started this book, and as I'm reading The Deal by L. Kennedy, I was like, my God, this is so familiar. Anyways, I did read it. I just didn't have it checked off on my Goodreads that I had read it.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did fully actually read it. So I read it again. And this time I rated it a 3.
Oh.
Because I liked it. I just didn't love it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it was good. It was good. It was just a couple, just a couple little icky. I have a very hard time connecting with college-aged characters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like the drama, how everything feels like the end of the world. And I'm just like, young. Please. Please. Yeah. So that's sort of, I mean, if you're in your early 20s, definitely pick it up, enjoy it, love it. It's
hard to relate now.
I think I'm just very like I've already been to the point and surpassed it, but negative. So I'm reading this and I'm just like, really, just cut them off.
Yeah.
Like if your friend is like that, just move on.
Yeah, life is too
Get
short.
over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that was kind of like the vibes I was getting while I was reading this book. I was just like, girl, just
boo.
Just do you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyways, I'll read the description. Hannah Wells has finally found someone who turns her on, but while she might be confident in every other area of her life, she's carting around a full set of baggage when it comes to sex and seduction. If she wants to get her crush's attention, she'll have to step out of her comfort zone and make him take notice, even if it means tutoring the annoying, childish, cocky captain of the hockey team in exchange for a pretend date. And it's going to be oh so good. All Garrett Graham has ever wanted is to play professional hockey after graduation, but his plummeting GPA is threatening everything he's worked so hard for. If helping a sarcastic brunette make another guy jealous will help him secure his position on the team, he's all for it. But when one unexpected kiss leads to the wildest sex of both their lives, it doesn't take long for Garrett to realize that pretending isn't going to cut it. Now he just has to convince Hannah that the man she wants looks a lot like him.
Okay, cute. I guess.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. It's just, there was just a little too much, I don't know, just got like a bit blah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
Just
see that. Yeah.
But there was still a lot that had me like giddy. Like his character is so funny, confident, just comfortable in his own skin, that sort of thing. Like he was not like I wasn't getting super cocky vibes, just like that confident, you know, it was a great character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I did really like his character. It's just like, I don't know, just a few. Ugh. And also like no trigger warnings for some pretty heavy content.
Oh.
But this book was released in like 2015. So
okay.
Content warnings and trigger warnings weren't super popular.
Yeah.
We'll say.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm really excited for the series because I think they're going to do pretty decent with it.
I'll read that before that comes out then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fun to talk about.
Yeah. Okay. So I was talking about this during the mid-month episode. Don't Get Caught by J. Pratt. That's the Masked Men novella. Is a dark romance, a why choose, erotica. Sometimes life throws you a curveball. They suck in the moment, but in the long run, you end up being chased by 3 masked men through a cemetery. Now that's...
I love how quiet you're being right now.
That's why I just laughed, because I remembered you saying that last time.
Don't let Dad hear.
My boyfriend was perfect up until he wasn't. When Mr. Vanilla found out about my deepest, darkest fantasies, he spread them all over campus and shamed me in the worst way possible. I dropped out of college and moved to a small town where I have just inherited a house from my long-lost grandmother. I'm determined to get my life back on track and leave my old life behind. Never in my wildest dreams did I expect to be chased by a masked man through a haunted house on my first night in town, or that he would make good on his promise to bring a friend next time, and then 2 would turn into 3. I have everything I ever dreamed about with these 3 masked men. Somehow they found me exactly when I needed them. Now nothing will get in their way because they want to keep me as theirs. Like, a good quick read to like just
cleanse the palate.
Exactly.
I can already tell you want to rate it really high, but you're afraid to.
Oh god, like parts of it not as cheesy or corny as
the one at the retreat.
Scream for Us or something like that. Not as corny as that. But there were just like obviously parts of it where I was like, would anybody actually say that? But I don't know. It was okay. I want to say like a 3. Like a 3.
Okay.
It was only 146 pages.
Oh, geez.
So like,
that is really short.
You know what? Quick, easy read. Why not? There's one there for like Christmas. So I want to read that one this month. Why not? Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, like it was okay. It was good. Like there was actually like story to it. It wasn't just all filled with smut. Like there were actual relationships. There's actual plot to it. I found like she was very descriptive, both like in the field and in the town, you know. It was nice. It had a good story to it. I'm curious how the rest of the series is going to go though, because like I don't think it's the same 3 guys. I started to read the next one and I'm pretty sure it's just all random people again.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Yep.
Did you read anything else other than the featured read?
Yes. My last book that I read was the book club's November book.
Oh, yeah.
Which was Tourist Season. Wow, that was
Whoa.
very difficult to say. Tourist Season by Bryn Weaver. So I really enjoyed the Ruinous Love trilogy. Did not read all of them yet. I think I still have the third one to read. I really like her writing. She's very effortlessly funny.
Oh, I like
in
that.
her writing. And her characters, yeah. So this one was a dark romance. Enemies to lovers, rivals, stuff like that. Like it was great. 368 pages. And this one says, welcome to Cape Carnage. Visit once, stay forever. Cape Carnage is a seaside town of colorful houses, quirky shops, and an unusually high body count. But with tourists come trouble, and Harper Starling won't let anyone ruin her picture-perfect home. A skilled gardener with killer instincts, Harper protects her sanctuary at any cost, especially for her aging mentor with a fading memory. Troublesome tourists don't check out of Carnage. They compost beneath Harper's award-winning flower beds. But Nolan Rhodes isn't your average tourist. Devilishly handsome, disarmingly charming, and skilled with a blade, Nolan is relentless in the pursuit of revenge. On every anniversary of the hit-and-run accident that fractured his life, Nolan slays another target, and he's saved the best for last, the undeniably beautiful Harper Starling. The problem? Harper isn't the monster he expected, and she won't go down without a fight. When an amateur true crime investigator comes to Cape Carnage on the trail of a long-lost serial killer, Harper and Nolan strike an uneasy truce. If Nolan helps Harper protect her town, she'll keep quiet about his hunting habits. For now. But their alliance soon spirals into obsession, one that threatens to shatter every secret in Carnage, including their fragile love. Tourist Season is a darkly funny, slow burn, enemies to lovers romance where destruction and desire are balanced on the edge of a blade, and where love is the most dangerous battleground of all.
Honestly, I didn't expect that book to be about that. I wish I read it now.
It's 2 serial killers.
That's so cool.
Yeah. It was really good. I rated it 4 stars. Like, I loved everything that led up to the end. The characters were easily lovable. She was so like funny and badass and quirky, and I died. I died for them. Like, they were so good.
Was it dual POV?
Yes.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Damn.
Yeah, I think she's a fantastic writer, and yeah, I have no issues with it, I don't think.
Yeah, that sounded like it was really good.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I just wasn't picturing, like, something like that. I think in my head, I was picturing more, like, romance and, like, kind of like people we meet on vacation, like, just vibes like that. And I think that's why I was just kind of, like, putting it off. Damn.
No.
Damn.
Yeah. It's really good. Did you read that series, The Ruinous Love? Butcher and Blackbird?
No, I know you did, and I know you had a lot of good things to say about it, but it's just been sitting in my TBR.
Yeah. She carries the same sort of, like, dark comedy through all of her books.
Damn.
Very good. Very good. That's all I've got. I don't think I DNF'd any books. I'll just double check. I did DNF a book.
What one?
9-Month Contract by Amy Dawes.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, I won't read it out because it's just not worth it. You go to Goodreads and there's a lot of bad, like, low reviews.
That's so sad.
But it was just really cringy. Really cringy. But yeah, that was my DNF.
And now.
Okay. Alchemised. Our 3rd Dramini month.
I love them.
It's funny. Maddie only just tonight as she was coming around the back of the car when I came out of winging it, she sat in the car and she said, Mom, do you have a Germani fan fiction book club sticker on the back of your car? I said, I do.
Yes.
And she's like, oh my God.
She knows now.
Oh, she already did. We have already had some pretty hilarious conversations about it. And she's just like cringe. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe you read that.
Yes.
And she got in the car. She said something along the lines of, or I figured you were too old to read fan fiction. I was like, girl, I was younger than you when I started reading fan fiction. Don't give me that.
Oh. She thinks you're ancient. She thinks even I'm ancient.
Yep. Literally, I made a joke about the Twilight dads in the car one day. And she laughed and she looked at me. She said, I forgot that you're not that old. I was like, okay.
Thank you.
That's a compliment. I'll take that.
Thank you.
I forgot you're not that old.
Oh, God. Yep.
Okay. Let's get back on the Hermione
Okay. So,
train.
forewarning. You're new here.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we do a deep dive into our featured books. So, if you haven't read Alchemized and you're planning on reading it, dip out now because you're going to have it completely ruined for you. Or if you have no intentions of reading it and you want to just stick around and listen and eavesdrop,
by all means.
By all means. Okay. Alchemized by SenLinYu is the published version of Manacled. Okay, so this is dark fantasy.
Dark fantasy.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at dark fantasy.
Yeah. Like the romance, it's not even enough there to dark fantasy. Dark. Mm-hmm. Check your trigger warnings, because, yeah. Okay. In this riveting dark fantasy debut, a woman with missing memories fights to survive a war-torn world of necromancy and alchemy, and the man tasked with unearthing the deepest secrets of her past. What is it you think you're protecting in that brain of yours? The war is over. Holdfast is dead. The eternal flame extinguished. There's no one left for you to save. Once a promising alchemist, Helena Marino is now a prisoner of war and of her own mind. Her resistance friends and allies have been brutally murdered, her abilities suppressed, and the world she knew destroyed. In the aftermath of a long war, Palladia's new ruling class of corrupt guild families and depraved necromancers whose vile undead creatures helped bring about their victory holds Helena captive. According to resistance records, she was a healer of little importance within their ranks. But Helena has inexplicable memory loss of the months leading up to her capture, making her enemies wonder, is she truly as insignificant as she appears, or are her lost memories hiding some vital piece of the resistance final gambit? To uncover the memories buried deep within her mind, Helena is sent to the High Reeve, one of the most powerful and ruthless necromancers in the New World. Trapped on his crumbling estate, Helena's fight to protect her lost history and to preserve the last remaining shreds of her family, of her former self, is just beginning. For her prison and captor have secrets of their own. Secrets Helena must unearth, whatever the cost. So I know there's like a fight between like Alchemized versus Manacled. Now that you've read both, is there a comparison? Do you think that you can compare, say like, oh, I liked Manacled versus Is that even the thing that you can say? That you liked one more than the other?
I think you could, but I don't think it's fair to pit them against each other. Because Manacled was born out of pure love of what she was doing, what she was writing, the universe, the characters. You know, like the late nights just on her phone, writing this for literally not a penny. This was her baby. Versus Alchemized, which has gone through all the proper channels for editing and, you know, making sure that everything is polished, is, you know, nice and put together. So I feel like pitting them against each other is not fair. I still feel like you get SenLinYu's love of the art, of what she's doing, of what she's creating. I still feel like you get that with Alchemized, but it's almost a little too polished. You definitely get more of SenLinYu's writing, her love of everything through Manacled. I feel.
Yeah.
So I can't compare the two. I don't like I can't say I liked one more than the other.
My only thought, like thinking back on both now, like yes, they're they are pretty vastly different. Like yes, like we've said, the bare bones are there. But my only comparison is like Helena's like memory loss. And it's talking about like what she did to suppress those memories. That wasn't as big of a deal as it was in Manacled. Like this seemed so easy. She was like, "Oh, like let's just put that back there and like forget about it." I felt like there wasn't enough focus on that for her to have her memories wiped clean to that extent that not even Mora, like the High Necromancer or the High Reeve or any of these powerful alchemists or powerful people couldn't even dig those memories out of Helena. And for her like to be such a simple process, I thought like by the time it got to it being explained of how Helena suppressed those memories, I thought it was going to be a lot of a bigger deal. That was just too quick for me. But like in Manacled, I loved how it was like seemed way more complicated, and it made sense for her memories to be completely like basically rewired her brain in Alchemized, and it just like that, I don't know, I was kind of like looking forward to like reading, but then it just kind of like it wasn't made a big deal about. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's the only thing, like thinking back on both of them, that's the only thing that kind of like stands out to me for some reason. I don't know why. But
yeah, I know when we first talked about it, I said I was having a really hard time at the start. It was very difficult for me to get into because I wasn't trying to, but I was constantly thinking, okay, so what part was this in Manacled? Who is this in Manacled? Like how it matches up to Manacled. I spent a lot of time not trying to, but doing that, comparing it. At some point throughout it switched off, and I just started enjoying Alchemized for Alchemized. And it wasn't until like I was really getting into it that I started to like organically start noticing the comparisons, the quotes that were the same, the characters, like the way that they reacted to certain things were like, oh my God, like that is obviously Ginny or whatever, right? Like
I found that more satisfying that way. Like for it to like subtly be like, oh yeah, that's it.
And I don't like how people are saying, oh, read Manacled before you read Alchemized. Like, I don't think that's fair, like to tell people to do that. Obviously, if you want to do it that way and then read Alchemized, by all means, go for it. I feel like I think I would have enjoyed the beginning of Alchemized more if I didn't read Manacled first.
True.
But
Same.
I enjoyed the rest of it more because I read Manacled, because then I could compare the... Right? So it's... Do whatever you want. Read it in whichever way you want, but you don't have to read Manacled. Do it because it's a great... it's still a great work of writing, but it's not necessary for you to enjoy Alchemized. You don't need...
There's not anything that you're missing. Like, there's no key points in Alchemized that, like, you needed to read Manacled.
Yeah. So anybody that says you have to, no.
No. I loved how she linked in the same like structure. Like at first when I started reading Alchemized, I was like, okay, like where are they gonna bring in the breeding program? Like where is this gonna start? Because before, it's so hard to like not compare. But like in Manacled, I'm pretty sure it was that's how it started, right? Yeah. But then after it was like...
It was very obvious at the start.
Yeah. And then this one, it was just like thrown in after, which I like that too, honestly. It didn't feel as dark in that sense. Because I felt like...
Literally every other part of the book was darker, though, I found.
Yes, definitely. So, like, that was good to have that little bit of break. Because I know with Manacled, it was like... that fear of rape was, like, for the whole time of her going to Draco's.
Yeah. Like, when is it going to happen?
Yeah.
She didn't have that, like, dread. But I also found that in Alchemized, she didn't linger around the whole, like, rape part of the storyline. In Manacled, it was definitely darker. You got more scenes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it really, like, you got Hermione's, like, devastation about it, her fear, you got a lot of that, like, secondhand anxiety.
Yeah.
Like,
so true.
And then also, especially then, like, when you get, like, past the memories part where you realize that Draco knew it was Hermione.
Yeah.
And then you start to figure out why his reaction to it was so volatile. Like, how he got sick after, like, it. Oh, my God. So, like, you don't get that really dark side of it in Alchemized. Yeah. Not as bad. Obviously, it's still there.
Yeah.
But it was not as triggering as it was in Manacled, I found, which was good. I mean, I'm glad that, because
100%.
One of the big things about Manacled is people calling it rape kink because there's scenes of rape in it. There's a lot of literature out there that has graphic scenes of rape, and nobody's batting an eye at that, saying it's rape kink. Like,
I don't understand that.
People are just,
oh my God.
Yeah.
They're just taking that and running with it. Ugh.
I mean, there's worse in Game of Thrones.
And also true. Oh my God. But, like, she gave so many warnings about, like, especially, like, well, mainly in Manacled. This is happening in this chapter.
Yeah, because every chapter she started out with just a heads up. There's this in this chapter. You know, like, it's a nice little check-in for your mental health to, like, say, okay, maybe I shouldn't read this right now.
Yeah.
Or
that was, I like that. That was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. But not just the rape side of it. The whole book itself was a lot darker because we had the necromancy aspect where the house elves are now corpses, like revived corpses. War itself was darker, I think, in this. And also you get that level of, like, fanatic religion. Like the eternal, what is it called? The eternal Order of the Eternal Flame.
Yeah.
Because, like, they very much use their faith as a weapon. Which you don't see that side of it in Manacled.
No, because, well, that's, like, straight from the Harry Potter world, and that's just, their faith, I guess, really is just by being good. Being good and not stooping, like, to their level of, like, the bad spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was very much, like, it was a lot of, like, science and faith. Like that's what was, like, pitted against.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting, honestly. Like, the change of that and the layout of the world. I thought that was really interesting. Yeah. I like the changes that she had put into that, though, honestly, because, like, as much as I love Harry Potter and I loved that, like, I think, honestly, I'm going to say it, Manacled's still my favorite. It's still going to take it over Alchemized for me just because of the Harry Potter world.
Yeah. The characters and, like, you're already so invested in their stories. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
And, like, yeah, exactly what you said. Yeah. Invested in all of their individual stories. Like, when Hermione first seen in Manacled, Molly, like Ron's mom, when she seen her dead. I don't remember exactly what happened, if she was just, like, up on a stick or something. I can't remember exactly now, but, like,
oh yeah,
each individual death in Manacled felt way deeper to me.
It felt personal.
Yeah, that felt personal. Yeah, but in Alchemized, it was like so different because I wasn't as invested in their stories. Yeah. So in Alchemized, he had the eyes in the corner of the rooms. What was in
Mm-hmm.
Manacled for him to keep an eye on her?
So for that, he was like in Draco's mind, like reliving his memories. Not reliving, but like reviewing his memories of Hermione's, of his reactions with Hermione and stuff. Whereas in Alchemized, there was no like mind
No,
reading.
yeah, that's true.
So that's how she brought in how would
Yeah.
Morrow know what's going on if he can't, read
Yep.
into like the memories the same, right? Like so that's what the eyes were for, was to see like what was going on.
In my brain, I was picturing, in Hogwarts Legacy, those really big chests that have like the big eyes on the front.
Yeah.
That's what I was picturing.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Yeah, I it was definitely a very like bleak and gritty book. It was vivid in its descriptions. It didn't shy away from the gore.
Oh my god.
Like I thought the gore was really bad, especially with like the whole necromancy thing.
Describing them. Oh my god. Ugh, and the smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The descriptions was great. And I mean the whole world building too was definitely like the highlight of the book, I think, the world building. But everything just felt so like dense. Like there was a lot to everything. Like the characters, the politics, like the magic system.
Yeah.
There was just so much. Like nothing felt like it was lacking.
No.
For me, anyways.
No, the only things that I feel like we're lacking is like, and again, I know I'm trying not to, but I keep comparing to Manacled. The things that I feel like we're lacking were like, so in Alchemized, when she's in this container of fluid and hooked up to like her mask or whatever, I feel like not a huge focus was put on that for like how, like, comparing it to Manacled and when she was in her cell for like a year or however long she was in there for, that, thinking back on that, I feel like she made a way bigger deal at how dark that was and how alone she was and how much that affected her. But thinking back to Alchemized, I feel like it was just like, yeah, like I was in a tank and for 12 or 14 months, however long it was. And like, yes, she got really claustrophobic and had a lot of like reactions afterwards, but like, I don't feel like there was enough, like, cause she was lucid for that whole thing, but like, I feel like there wasn't enough focus put on that. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that.
That, thinking back, I feel like that is one thing that's lacking for me. But again, I know it's just because I'm like comparing it and I'm trying not to. Oh, but it's so hard.
But I still think that like, even though there were a lot that was definitely heavier and hit you harder in Manacled, I still think that how much could have changed with the published book.
Yeah.
That she still did such a good job at keeping it, true to the source material.
Yeah, so true. So true.
Because in Manacled, one of the big conflicts between Hermione and the Order was that she wanted to start using dark magic.
Yeah.
But they were like, nope, we're the good guys.
Yeah.
We do not kill people. We do not whatever, right? Like we don't use dark magic, blah, blah, blah. And I think like Hermione thought too, like that could have really swayed a lot of the battle. In Alchemized, it's not using dark magic. She wants to resurrect fallen soldiers, whatever they're classified as because they're not able to help anymore if they are dead. Whereas if we resurrect them, we have a larger army. Right? I was on board.
Yep.
She was so right.
100%.
But nope, they were not doing that.
We have to trust in soul.
That is not who they are. They are not stooping to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Again, with the faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it kind of brings in that question, like how much evil are you willing to excuse along the way? But honestly, like I would have been at the point of like, we need to win.
100%. Oh my god. Oh gosh, like again, I whenever books are laid out like this, like when it's thinking back on these memories or like it's either in the past or whatever, and then it's like slowly getting closer to like you're building up to that same point of timeline. Every single time I just keep thinking back to Dark Places by Gillian Flynn.
I know. Me too.
Oh my gosh, every single time. So it was like in part 2 of the flashbacks or the memories that were coming to, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is gonna happen. And even then comparing to Manacled, I was like, I know, like this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And like closer to the end of the book, I think the reason why I was like so slow reading it was because like after part 3, and I was like, I know what's gonna happen on the last page and I'm not ready.
Yep. And then that brings in the how much she sacrificed. Like her sacrifices were enormous, yet she gets completely erased from history.
When I got to the third last page and like the last page is right here and I can see through it, I was like I already started tearing up, and I was like, I can't do this right now because I can see the picture. Oh,
it just hits so hard. And like the whole book, I was just like, my God, like I feel, and I felt it with Manacle too, but I just assumed it was because of like how personal the Harry Potter characters feel, like the whole world, everything. But I still felt that with this novel. Like I felt like these characters were, I don't know, like just special to me.
Yeah. And like how much she spilled herself out just to like save everyone. And I love how Kaine was constantly like, stop killing yourself for the order.
Yes.
Like they don't care. Like how much are they, like they're gonna keep killing you and it's never ever gonna be enough. And like his frustrations with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love their love.
And oh my God, I know, like I had messaged you like a couple times when like he would say something that was the exact same as Manacled. I was like, he said it. He said the line. He said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like a rose in a graveyard.
You're like a rose in a graveyard. And if he's a monster, then I'm his creator. Oh.
Another thing, oh my God, like broke my heart after part 2, I want to say. Like during the memories, when we found out exactly what happened to Kaine's mother and why Kaine is always so worried about Helena, and like realizing how hard it must have been for him to see Helena broken, because like he was always worried about her reaching that part, and then she finally broke when obviously after being in that friggin' tube for so long. But imagine seeing Helena for his first time in like 14 months after looking for her for that entire time, and she's broken. And like after what he experienced with his mother, oh my God, after like reading whatever line I had read, I was like, Kaine, you poor baby.
The part where he says, I have warned you, if something happens to you, I will personally raise the eternal flame. That isn't a threat, it's a promise. Consider your survival as much as necessity to the resistance as holdfast. If you die, I will kill every single one of them. And when we first hear that quote, it sounds like a threat to like Helena. Like it doesn't hit the same as when you realize he says it because he loves her.
Yeah.
Because she is his priority. Like he will kill everybody that
and he did
has anything to do with and he did.
Yeah. And how much he looked for her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Then just to find her broken.
And like not even remembering him, and like thinking about like how close they were and how much time they spent together before she just friggin' went and did that bombing and didn't listen to him, didn't stay in that apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for the movie.
I know. To see that. Oh, that'll be the third time that I lose my mind and cry over she was a non-active member of the Order of the Eternal Flame and did not fight. Like, can't wait for a third time.
Oh my god. Phenomenal.
But honest to God, like 5 out of 5.
Yep.
I cannot rate this any lower. I don't care how slow it was for me to get into it. I just took off. I loved every part of it. It made me feel a lot.
Yeah.
And I just loved how exciting it was to come across parts that were from Manacle, like the direct quotes, stuff like that. I know a lot of people have a lot of issues with it.
It was the best 1,000+ pages I've ever read. Oh, well, next to Manacle. Yeah.
Yeah. God, I might go back and just listen to it all over again. 36 hours for that audiobook, and I would legitimately sit here and listen to it start to end again because it was such a good audiobook and book. But the narrator was really great too.
Good.
She did a really good job. Amazing. Highly, highly recommend.
Yeah. I didn't want it to end. Frick.
No. Nope, not at all.
5 out of 5.
Well, if you do, and by you, I mean listeners. I'm not talking to Rebecca right now. Sometimes I forget that, like, we have listeners. I know. So we can address listeners. Because I'm just talking to my sister about the books that I read.
We're just yapping.
Yeah. So listeners, if you have read or are going to read Alchemized, let us know how you feel about it. If we are overhyping it or if it's justified. We want to know.
It is.
Yeah, but we also have a habit of like going balls to the wall, super excited over a book, and then being like the only ones, and then like feeding off of each other's excitement for said book.
That's fine. It's our world. We're allowed to live in it.
And we're the only host here. Exactly. So
yeah.
So with all that said, I think we still need to do a little more talk about what our December book is going to be, because I might want to change it on you.
Okay, that's fine too. Yeah.
So we can't really tell you, the listener, what we're reading in December, because we might be a little unsure right now.
Yeah. Well, it's still the early month. We'll figure it out.
We'll announce it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll know in plenty of time before our...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before our end of month. Yep. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So follow our Instagram. Subscribe to our page or our blog. My Sister's TBR.
MySistersTBR.com.
Like us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. All right.
Drag it out a little more. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
You hang up first.
Yeah. No, you.
You hang up first.
Okay, fine, because I want to go play WoW.
Okay. Oh my god.
No,
all
I'm
right.
kidding.
Okay. Bye. See you in 2 weeks.